Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. Sorry for the lack of videos over this past week. I have all sorts of excuses that I could make, but I'm just not going to because I don't want to say them and you don't want to hear them. And while I'm apologizing for things, I'm sorry about my voice. I woke up this morning very recently, so I still do have a bit of morning voice, but it should maybe get a little bit better as the video goes on. Alright though, now that that's all said, let's get into the actual video topic here, which is ultimate setup. This is going to be a guide teaching you guys how to get good ults off and combo ults effectively. So the first thing you've got to do is look at what ults you have. You can't use an ult you don't have. It's important to not just look at what ults you have, but it's also important to look at what ults you might have soon. Once you have established what ultimates you have, the next thing to do is to look at their strengths and weaknesses. Every ability, ultimate or not, has a certain strength and weakness, a way that it can be countered, and a way that it basically just kicks butt. So what you want to do is look at the ultimates you have, and then look at their strengths and weaknesses, find a way to capitalize on the strengths, and then find a way to fill in the gaps with the weaknesses. For example, if you're using a Graviton is very good at holding the enemies together, but it's not very good at killing the enemies, so what you want to do is combo that with some other ability, or maybe even another ultimate, to help you do that other part that the Graviton by itself doesn't do well. The next thing to do is plan for counters. Look at what the enemy team has that could stop you from effectively using your ult, such as that Roadhog that could hook you, the D.Va that could eat the ult in her defense matrix, the Zen that once you pop your ult could pop his ult to counter all damage done to his team. Once you've established all these threats to getting a good ultimate off, what you have to do is find ways to counter their counters, such as better positioning so you can't get hooked by the Roadhog because he doesn't have line of sight to you. Simply waiting till the D.Va defense matrix goes down for a split second, because there is a delay before she can put it up again where you can throw out the Graviton without being afraid of it being eaten up. And then having an Ononade ready to throw it into the middle of the Graviton to counter any healing that the Zen could do. Once you figured out ways to counter their counters, what you have to do is think of ways that they could counter your counters to their counters and counter those, and just so on. It's a constant, ever-changing loop of what can counter what, and how do I counter that so they don't counter me. And once you've overthought this to high heavens, go ahead and think about what things you don't actually need to think about because they're just so improbable, they're not actually going to happen, and simplify it down into an easy way to get this done. And then once you've thought this all through and have it all set up and you're ready to go ahead and open the game and jump in the game and test it out. It's at this point in the video where I'm really hoping that you guys have figured it out that there's no easy one-size-fits-all rule to getting good ultimates off. It's just an ever-changing, ever-adapting series of counters and counters to those counters to get good ults off. The main exercise here was just for me to get you guys thinking. Once you guys are thinking, you can figure things out on your own and you can figure out what exactly you need to do in a given situation to get your ult off. If I was to go through every single situation, I would have died 300 times over and I still wouldn't be done going through every single situation in the game. So with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped kind of getting the brain juices flowing a little bit, and with that said, go have some fun, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.